Hi YouTube, my name is McCarthy. I got first place at the OTS championship at Just Flip TCG in San Jose, California. I was playing Endymion Mythical Beast, the pure version. No Guard Dragons, no Dark Worm, any of that. I'll explain why. Thank you Slim for letting me upload this video on YouTube. Go watch his channel. Puts out a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh content. Shout outs to my girlfriend Beverly for always supporting me and letting me play the game. Shout outs to Equilibrium Games in Concord, California on Clayton Road. Best locals, best players. Shout outs to all of my friends, everyone that I test with, play with out there. Let's get into the deck. So, started off, you have the Endymion package, you have the 3 Servant, 3 Magister, 3 the Mighty Master, and the 1 Reflection. Magister at 3 in this specific build is good. Normally they play 2, but here I want to sometimes, I need some cards to normal summon. Because I'm playing just the Mythical Beast as the other engine, the Mythical Beasts are high level cards, so sometimes this deck can become a little normal summon dependent, so I need Magister to normal summon. Also, Magister scale effect comes up a lot in this deck more. Reflection at 1 is really good. It came up maybe 3 or 4 times in the tournament today, and you just special it off Magister whenever you need it, and then it bounces a card. So, really good. Good to just play at 1, nothing more. We all know what Servant and Mighty Master does. The Mythical Beasts, 3 Master Cerberus, 3 Jackal King, and the 1 Garuda. Garuda is amazing. I want to play it at 2, but I mean, you can search it off Cerberus. Pops a spell and trap. It's simple as that. It's a level 4 to make rank 4s if you need to, because level 4s don't really come around in this deck. Jackal King is, it's a soft once per turn. You can put out multiple. And then Master Cerberus is how you win going second. Most of the time you want to banish a monster, so it gains a large amount of attack, and you can just OTK, end the game quickly. And then the rest of the Pendulum cards, 2 Magical Abductor, and search any Pendulum card with it. It's a nice low scale. This deck is a little lacking on low scales. 3 Chronograph, 1 Time Gazer. Chronograph I felt like was the only good extender for this deck. I didn't like Dark Worm, I didn't like Curtain Raiser. Because if you have a Servant in scale and you have Chronograph, Chronograph will give it a counter and it'll get you a free special. Also, Time Gazer, a lot of people think it doesn't synergize. I think it does because I don't play Magicians or Odd Eyes, so it becomes a scale 4, just like the Mythical Beast, and most of the time you're pendulum summoning between 5 to 7, and usually you're pendulum summoning your 6s and 7s, so Time Gazer is nice as well. The 40th card was Sloth. I did not like Sloth. I needed one last card and I threw it. It was between that or Secret Village, and I felt like Sloth might have been a little better because of the popularity of Orcus coming around. It's not good because it's kind of win more. I can win off my negates alone rather than locking down an extra deck. It can clog my hand, it gets in the way. So if there is anything I want to change on the deck, it's getting rid of this card. So that's the monsters. There's 24 monsters. For the spells, 3 Mastery, 3 Desires, standard. 3 Mythical Institution. Now, this build is kind of based off Matt Chen's top 64 at the UK Nats. He played this card. Also, I was looking at a lot of OCG builds, and in the 2019 Nats at the time, Salamangreat and Orcus were both full power. And I looked and I noticed every single second place deck was Endymion Mythical Beasts, and it got me wondering, like, this deck must be really strong, especially in a format that has those 2 decks at full power. And I saw just a reoccurring theme. So with Salamangreat kind of getting dumbed down and Orcus splashing in other engines, I think this deck was still a really good choice in this format. So basically this card was probably the MVP of the deck. It can search any Pendulum card based off how many counters it has. If I want to search at level 3, I just need to remove 3 counters. This with Cerberus and Jackal King gets it 4 counters easily. So you can search anything that you can add a spell counter on. So this is even more searchable in this deck because you have Mastery, you have Institution, you can draw into it with Desires. You have a lot of choices. And then and then the rest of the spells, 2 Bestiari. It's basically a free 3 counters for Servant. You have 2 field spell, the 1-ofs, Terraforming, Upstart, and Reasoning. Reasoning is really good. I only saw it once, but it's kind of hard to call the right level. You want to call level 3, but it's so many different levels that I can probably special summon something off of it. It's a really good card, really good spell. So 40 card deck, there's 16 spells. For the extra deck was, there's a lot of room in this. Since I'm not playing the Guard Dragons, I have more flexibility with the extra deck, and I would say my hands are more consistent because I know what I want to end on and I know how I want to go second because there's only 2 engines I'm working with, which makes this extra deck really open. So you have 1 Daybreaker, 1 Lambda, 1 Electromite, and 1 Phoenix, the rank for the Link 2s. I didn't go into Phoenix. You need it though. I mean, Floodgates hurt this deck a lot. Back row hurts this deck. Electrum's obvious. You go into it every time. I didn't go into Lambda, but it's a good generic. And I went into Daybreaker about 2 times. It's a really good card for this deck. For the Link 3s, Decode Talker, Triple Burst. I never went into the Triple Burst. Decode, you can push for OTKs. Metaltron, never went into. BLS Link. This card I went into the most after Electromite. This ends games. A lot of your monsters are over level 7, and this just keeps you above tempo. 1 Borreload, I didn't go into it, but I mean you kind of need it. Abyss Dweller, it's the only rank 4 I have in here. The only cards that can make rank 4s is Garuda and Abductor, so there's not too much room to make rank 4s, but Dweller's probably the best one. So then what makes this extra deck so open is that I just play Super Poly targets. Super Polymization is a spell, I mean it synergizes and it helps out a lot of things. So you have 1 Violet Chimera, 1 Starving Venom, 1 Crimsonite, 1 Dragos Tapilia, and then this isn't a Super Poly target, but for the Cyber Orcus matchup, the Mega Fleet. I didn't go into this, I went into Starving Venom once. I actually lost that game. And I didn't see any Salamangreat today. But this card was amazing, Crimsonite. I mean, you have your own Electromite. A lot of people think it's for the mirror match. It's not. I mean, if you're playing against heavy combo, most of the time, all the time, I'm leaving my Electromite up with my negates. If they get through the negates, I still have a Super Poly set. I can just fuse my Electromite and whatever they have and get Crimsonite out. And it's a massive 3k monster. It's hard to get over. This was definitely one of the best cards in the extra deck. I'm going to keep it in. I think it's a great super powered target. It's underrated. So that's the extra deck. And lastly, the side deck. So the side deck, the format's really diverse. So I'd like to have a bunch of different options in my side deck. So I play a lot of 2-ofs. The 2 Nibiru, 2 Phantasme, 2 Secret Village, 2 Mind Control, 2 Cosmic, 3 Super Poly, and 2 Red Reboot. This deck needs to OTK, so that's why I have the reboots in, that's why I have the Nibirus and Super Poly. Nibiru came in a couple times. It's an amazing card. Phantasme is good. I didn't see it this tournament, so I don't have much to say about it. Secret Village was good. It's good against Striker. It was good in testing. I didn't play Striker at the tournament, so again, I don't have too much to say. Though my best side deck cards are probably Mind Control and Super Poly. Super Poly, like I said, I have so many different targets. I want to add more targets. Probably Mud Dragon, probably the Borreload Fusion. This card is amazing. It outs a lot of stuff. It's a spell, synergizes. Same goes with Mind Control. I should have played Mind Control at 3. Cosmic was good. I want to try MST instead. But Cosmic is just as good. It came in a couple times. Red Reboot came in once. It didn't help me win, but it pushes for OTKs. It helps against decks like Altergeist in the back row. So that's it for the deck. My matchups were round 1 was Madolche. I won that. Round 2 was Thunder Dragon. That was against Ken Kuo, really good player. We tied. It's a really good game. Round 3 was against Melvin. Shout out to Melvin. He was against Orchist. Round 4 was Thunder Dragon. Round 5 was Subterror. So we cut the top. Top 8 was Subterror again. Top 4 was Subterror again. And then the final round was Endymion Guard Dragon. And I won that. So I ended with a 7-0-1 record. The only tie was with Thunder Dragon. So it was a great tournament. The deck performed awesome. I think people should try it out. It's very underrated. It doesn't need the Guard Dragons. I really don't think it does. It plays differently, and it's a lot of fun. It's a great tournament, great players, great people. Thank you, Just Flip, and thank you, Slim, again.